Hello, everyone. We are live again with Author Sofi on Author Live Chat for the third week to the campaign that we are running right now, and also some information about the contest that we are running as well together with this campaign. What you may win if you enter the contest, and some other interesting things about hypnosis and also NLP. I'm so happy to welcome you again, Sophie, to this live session that we are doing for the third time right now. And I'm so happy to also welcome our viewers who's watching this right now, and also who will be watching this later on. A warm welcome to the show today, Sophie. So how are you doing?
I am good. Still a little under the weather, but great.
Uh-huh.
um, how
It
are
looks like
you?
I'm good. I'm all good. So it looks like you have slowed down a bit. You're not traveling as much as you did last 2 weeks.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So
Yep.
which is good.
Which is good
Which is
for me. I can catch up with some of this work.
exactly right. It's so good to have you on our show today, and it's also good to know that you've slowed down so that you are safe, at least with all this pandemic
Right.
going on around right
Exactly.
now, which is really mad. Staying home will actually keep us safe to an
A little
extent. So
safer. Yes, that's
yes.
right.
So
So
yeah.
I've been
So
lucky.
yeah. So you were saying something?
I said I was lucky because it just so happens that I had vacation.
Ah.
And yeah, so things happen. These things that happen to me look like coincidences, but they always work out. So I feel like the
Mhm.
luckiest person alive because it's a bad thing, but in that way it didn't affect my trips because I
Yes.
just happened to have vacation. So it's in my case it's good that I have
Awesome.
vacation. Not that it's good. Period.
Right. So, Sophie, coming to today's topic, right? We'll be talking briefly about the feedback that you've gotten for your book, and also about your YouTube channel, right? You have a YouTube channel that you run to provide trainings for people, to offer free information for people out there who may not know that NLP or hypnosis can be used for for the bad, also for good and also for bad. Um and we will also be talking about the 30-minute free NLP session that we're going to offer for the contest winner. So we will also quickly run through who the person is, who the hypnotherapist is, who will be offering his free session for the winner. Let's start with your book, Sophie. Um, so far, we understand that you have launched the book, you've published the book in the past, and now it is being upgraded into a better version, and we
Yes,
are waiting for the book to be uh, republished on Amazon, right? So,
correct.
tell us a little bit about what are the additions that you have
Well,
introduced to the book.
okay, let me explain, go back a little bit.
Mhm.
I One of the things I talked to you about before is that, and I've said this on this show, that I'm a closeted hypnosis and NLP practitioner, and I've never, excuse me, because I am still a little under the weather, just a head cold. But anyway, so I've never really shared it, not even with family other than my children. I've used it with them. It's just helped our lives tremendously, and that was why I got into it to begin with, among other things having to do with behavior. So as I was seeing things and wondering why aren't people paying attention, what's going on, how come people aren't aware, I felt compelled
Mm-hmm.
to start sharing it. So that's what I did. And then then as a result, because I couldn't fit, I made the book very small so that people would be um, likely to grab it and go through it really
Mm-hmm.
fast. If people don't have time to sit down and read a
Mm-hmm.
300 400 page literary piece these days, So I purposefully made it small, and I also made sessions on YouTube,
Mhm.
and they're very short sessions on YouTube. Yes, to provide additional references or training,
Mhm.
like definitions and how to use it, explain each thing that I may not have covered in the book. So
Mhm.
yeah, the YouTube is a lot of fun.
Mhm.
However, Stropnosis Revealed, and I call it that because our president has, to me, and I'm not going to
Mhm.
say I'm a factually, but
Mhm.
because I've been around the community and he
Mhm.
has been a part of one community, I am aware, I believe, and almost certain that he is being coached, because
Mhm.
it takes years to learn it, and it
Mhm.
takes patience and practice, and he's not the one to do that. So
Mhm.
we're encouraged to be coached, and I honestly believe that he's being coached, and he has is brilliant coaching,
Mhm.
brilliant coaching, because it has worked. I see it every day, even now.
Mhm.
um, and so it's totally amazing. It can work either, if you want to call it negatively or positively,
Mhm.
whichever your view, depending on your view. But in my case, it's a very been used it's been a useful tool in my life and in my children's, and
Mhm.
sometimes people that come across, people ask me sometimes to do a session on them or help them, and I oftentimes turn it down. The few
Mhm.
people that may know, um, and I, but every now and then I'll say, okay, for
Mhm.
fun. Everything pretty much what I do, even with this show, is raw, unscripted.
Mhm.
So please forgive me. I have to say in advance that this is my opinion based on decades of analysis and decades of studies. So it's a disclosure. So just in case I put my foot in my mouth, I have to say that. But
Mhm.
yeah, because it is unscripted and we're kind of winging it as we go, and it's been
Yeah.
working so far.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I think the purpose we are trying to do the live videos actually to engage with people authentically. So you don't want to like
Right.
script anything. You just want to
Exactly.
connect with people authentically. So I think that's how
Which
we
is
do it.
good.
And yes,
That's how we
that's
do
how
it. That's right.
yes,
It's fun.
that's how
It
we've
makes it
been doing
fun
it.
too. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. So
Hmm.
coming to your uh, book. So when are we gonna when can we anticipate the book to be out? Because we have been sending out. I mean, for those who are new for this show, right? If you are catching up with us for the first time, uh, we are also sending out the first chapter for free to you if you subscribe to the newsletter. So at Sophie's page, which is ssbookpromotions.com. So if you head over to that link, you will be able to see an option to subscribe to the newsletter. So when you do that, you will automatically get the first chapter for free. So you get to read the first chapter for free. And once the book is out, we will send you a link to the book on Amazon. So, Sophie, maybe you would also want to like explain a little bit about what the subscribers can anticipate by subscribing to your newsletter. What are the things that you plan to
Oh
send to
yes,
them in the weeks to come?
yes. The idea is to keep people informed, keep the
Mm-hmm.
listeners, the viewers, and the followers informed, but also updates. If there is something going on in hypnosis and they've become enthusiasts, or
Mm-hmm.
trainings, or sharing videos, or it could be updates about the book or second book or anything. It could be
Mm-hmm.
giveaways, as we are doing right now with the hypnosis session.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a community. It's a community and a movement, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak. So it's very fascinating and it's fun for me. So we can join and I call it exploring together.
Mm-hmm.
So and the It's correction. It's SSS International
Books.
Book.com.
Yes,
Correct. So
correct. So that's
yeah,
the
once you
that's
subscribe, then you get the free chapter
yes.
and other interesting news
Correct.
updates.
So that's the link. That's the correct link that's appearing on the
The
screen right
screen.
now.
Hmm.
Yes. So ssinternationalbooks.com. So let's also share some screen for our viewers to actually see how the website actually looks like. So here it is. Um, yeah. So I hope that it's appearing right now. Yes, that's the website. So when you go here, you will be able to see this beautiful purple themed website where you can subscribe to the website. I mean, for the newsletter, right? So that's what viewers have to do. That's what those who wanna join the contest as well. That's what they have to do. They have to subscribe to the newsletter. You'll be getting the first chapter for free, and then you will be getting updates from Sophie. So on on the movement that she was mentioning earlier. So coming to your YouTube channel, right? So we understand that you have a YouTube channel and you do offer trainings on YouTube channel. So what is the you having the YouTube channel, and how do you intend to connect with your audience on YouTube?
Well, initially it was all separate. They were all separate entities because I
Mm-hmm,
never intended it to take a life of its own.
mm-hmm,
I just wanted to provide information.
mm-hmm,
And so the YouTube was it's a totally different name, but because the subject matter is so vast.
uh-huh,
NLP and NLP particularly is huge. There are
mm-hmm,
techniques upon techniques upon. That's why I say it takes years to learn and practice.
mm-hmm,
And so I started the YouTube channel Tropnosis Revealed to explain the different techniques and that people can use or are being used,
mm-hmm,
and explain how they're being used or how you can use it. And
mm-hmm,
then now it's all morphed together with jazz because
mm-hmm,
the more people find out, the more things become uh, exposed. So,
mm-hmm,
which is a good thing. So
mm-hmm,
now Gnosis Reveal is a part of this whole. And I've streamlined everything. Even the website is just one page, so
mm-hmm,
you don't have to scroll forever to find the link, the subscribe button.
mm-hmm,
And the trainings are short, so you don't have to sit there 30 minutes or an hour to get a class. It's just
mm-hmm,
on 60 between 45 to second to 60, 60 seconds.
mm-hmm.
And so every day you can just listen to one. And currently I have like maybe 12. I've taken a break while we're doing this, but I have to get back on there and put some new material. But yeah, that part is a lot of fun too. Just
Mm-hmm.
hypnosis and NLP as a whole is a passion. It's fun. You
Mm-hmm.
people get addicted. It's fun, but also knowing that you can change the lives of others
Mm-hmm.
and your own.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a benefit that has I've been doing this now decades.
Awesome. Right. So,
Hmm.
um, I think a lot of people they do not know um, that NLP can actually help their lives. To make their lives better, and how they can incorporate some of the techniques that they learn from NLP or hypnosis uh, for their personal life, right? So, for this purpose, we are trying to expose people, the general public, to use NLP or hypnosis for their own personal benefits. And for that purpose, we are running the contest on Instagram, where they all they have to do is actually to tag three people on the comment, subscribe to your newsletter, follow three accounts on Instagram, which is super easy. It can be done within a few seconds. So once they do that, we will be drawing out one winner at the end of the fourth week, and we will be announcing the winner for the next live, during the next live, right? So why we are doing this is because we want to offer an opportunity for people out there to try out NLP for themselves. And so the price would be, as I said before, 30-minute free NLP session with a renowned hypnotherapist. So tell us about him, Sophie. So probably,
Yeah, he's a beautiful person. We just talked about for like almost 2 hours, 2 3 days ago, when he decided to do it. Um,
Mhm,
he teaches at Hypnosis Training Academy.
mhm,
Hypnosis Training Academy is one of the best teaching for me. They're all great. I mean, have had so many teachers throughout this whole journey,
mhm,
but for me, he's the most, and I can't pronounce my own teacher's name. His name is Igor Ledochowski, I want to
uh-huh,
say. That he started it, and
uh-huh,
he he explains everything in depth,
uh-huh,
and that's a good thing. I've also had teachers who threw me in the deep end of the water when I first started, and gave me the confidence to know that it was okay, not I
mhm,
wasn't going to drown. Both techniques work, both styles work, but Igor is he owns the Hypnosis Training Academy. We're also participated in a mastermind group with him, and I think so did Kyle at separate times. No, he wasn't a part of the mastermind because he came after, but he studied under Igor and now he teaches. He's very good. In fact, he gave me a little mini session that was awesome. Felt rejuvenated. He did that
mhm,
because I was feeling again under the weather with this head cold, and
mhm,
he just they like to do that, give you
mhm,
gifts. Especially Igor, he'll be talking to you, and all of a sudden he'll just start giving you a gift,
mhm,
and it's
mhm.
usually very very pleasant. Yeah.
Right. So um, it's a pleasure for us actually to have him to offer his session for free for 30
Yes.
minutes for
Yes.
our
Kyle is.
listeners.
Yep. Kyle is an awesome person, and he is good at what he does.
Mhm. So
So highly
yeah, so I
recommended.
think exactly. So I think those who are like really intrigued to learn about NLP, I think all they have to do is just to participate in the contest, and for all may for all they may know, they may be the winner of the contest, and they will be able to try it out for themselves and see what Kyle has to offer them, right? And they may choose to continue to work with him if they wish, right? So I think
Exactly.
it's
And also, or on their own, they can,
yes.
there's options. There are options.
Mhm.
Also, he's coming on briefly
Yes,
before.
exactly.
So that's good too. You get to meet him and the things you can use it for. Some of the examples, biting nails, that to me, that's an easy one.
Hmm.
Smoking, is personal. Some people can
Yeah.
do a smoking session and just like that.
Hmm.
I stay away from smoking because I feel like the participant has to want to quit.
Hmm.
Um, and of course, if they come to you, it's probably because there's a side of them that want to quit. Um, Sometimes it helps with confidence,
Hmm.
motivation. Oh my God, you name it.
Hmm.
So it's just about anything, and it's
It really
fast.
is.
It's fast.
Yes.
It's unlike
And
therapy where you go years and years and years now.
And it varies. I mean, it varies from one person to another person on how you can
Exactly.
implement the techniques that you have learned. So,
Exactly.
which is the reason why I think we want to highly motivate people to try it out for themselves, and only then they will be able to know to what extent it can probably
Work
help
for
to
them. Hmm.
alleviate the problems that they have in their life. I mean,
Hmm.
you may never know, right? So
Exactly.
that's the reason why we want to like offer this free session for people, right? So that they will be able to go through that, experience that on their own, and decide what's good
And
for them.
decide exactly.
Yes. So
Yeah, there are options, and people. Some people may like that. Some people may like therapy. I prefer this kind of intervention for me, because I never was a fan of psychotherapy, because I felt like I felt like I could be my own therapist, and I
mm-hmm,
felt like going years and years and years to solve one problem
mm-hmm,
is just sort of like a crutch.
mm-hmm,
Whereas a lot of these teachers will tell you, I had one teacher. He was there was it was a couple. She would say,
uh-huh,
"Go home. We don't want you addicted. Go
uh-huh,
home. Go home and do this." So
uh-huh,
yeah, it works. And I in that particular class, we had a guy that had PTSD,
mm-hmm,
and he
mm-hmm,
and it worked for him. He had techniques to use, and
mm-hmm.
that was a community as well. So he could come back on a weekly basis and discuss if he wanted to. But that worked very well for him. So it just depends on your choice,
Right.
on what you like. And
Awesome. So yeah,
mhm.
so we're gonna go and check the Instagram post out for people just in case they are wondering where to like go and participate in the post, right? Instagram
Mhm.
post. So this is all you have to look out for. So this Trump May Win 2020 giveaway and contest alert is what people have to look out for. And all they have to do is actually to comment, to just follow the instruction on the image. It's pretty clear, and they will be able to participate in the contest. So it's free, and also once again, we also have the free first chapter that is being offered to all subscribers. So this is the one, just to make sure that they are on the right. Let me try to share that as well over here. So probably they will have an idea of what to um, look for once they get the email. So this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. So once you subscribe, so this is my email, and once you've subscribed,
Oh yeah.
you will be getting the first chapter for free. You can read it for free. It's going to be on delivered to you through your email address, so it's going to be there forever. So you can take time to read this, and you will come to know the feel of the book later on once it's published, right? So then you will be able to gauge what you are going to get out of the book,
Hmm.
and then also you will be able to keep in touch with them through the newsletter, right? So we will be sending you informations from time to time about Trump May Win 2020, and how people at this very crucial time, how people can actually take an informed decision, especially when they are voting. They are about to vote for their political for the political campaign that's going on right now in the US. So I think that's the whole purpose of the book as well, Sophie. So you may want
Right.
to also add on that.
Yeah, to inform people. And again, I've streamlined everything. Even the chapter that you're receiving, you don't have to go to a link, or you don't have to go to an upload anything. It just goes straight to your email. Check your
Correct.
spam box. So everything is streamlined for you. Easy, quick, and pleasurable.
Correct.
So the book, again, is to inform, and then you can make an informed decision.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I couldn't fit everything, so if you want to learn more, then you go to Trump's Hypnosis Revealed on YouTube, the channel, the free
Mm-hmm.
mini sessions I call them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just, and it's not just in politics. It's in commercials, ads on TV, always. It's
Mm-hmm.
on infomercials. It's on. I have seen them on billboards.
Mm-hmm.
It's in even I've seen it in on airplanes
Mm-hmm.
commercials when they
Mm-hmm.
they put ads. I've seen, so yeah, it's every day. It's just not nice to be aware
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
overall. So you're not taken. You don't want to be
Mm-hmm.
taken.
Mm-hmm. Because I think it's so rampant, and a lot of people a lot of businesses especially are trying to, like, infuse the
Hmm.
commands, through the
Exactly.
advertisements. So
Exactly.
which is why people have to be like really aware about what they're hearing, about what they are getting to know through these
Exactly.
kind of ads, and what are the underlying messages that the advertisements trying to tell us, so that we are not manipulated
Right.
by them in any ways, and we always take and inform actions, right? So I think that's
Exactly. Inform action is a good way to put it.
yes,
So your
correct.
movements aren't automated.
Hmm. Right. So
Hmm.
that's what we are trying to do. And so be sure to check out the Instagram page. And if you're on Instagram, you should be able to follow us. And International Book Promotion Sophie's page, which is Trump May Win 2020, and also Aspire to Inspire Movement. So follow us for more information, and you will be able to get a lot of insights into NLP and hypnosis in the weeks to come as well. So before we actually announce the winner, so you still have a lot of time to participate in the contest. So we are hoping to actually have more people joining in the contest, and hopefully, one of the lucky winners is going to get a free session from Kyle, right? So
Yep.
that's what we anticipate in the weeks to come. So, Sophie, before we actually end our show for today, I would also love to hear about the kind of feedbacks that you have gotten from people who have read your book before. I mean, we understand right now that is going to be republished, but
Yes.
yes, before this, and your experience with people who have read the book, and how thick it is,
It's pretty
how easy it
small.
is.
And I think people like that. They like the fact that everything is streamlined. Nothing is difficult for them here because no one has time. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
right now everybody has time because everybody's home. Unfortunately, the book is not out. But by the time you get the book, you'll hopefully be back to work. But
Uh-huh.
it's streamlined. So you'll be quick. Even like I said, even the chapter on the subscription is short. The best feedback, people, the awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this is worldwide, NLP hypnosis is just so huge worldwide. I was surprised as to know how many people was unaware.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the biggest feedback. People are surprised that of the little things that they're paying attention to now.
Mm-hmm.
Like embedded commands. One of the good things is reframing. I haven't covered that in Trump Gnosis or nor on the book, but you can easily look YouTube, or maybe I'll get it up on the Trump Gnosis. But reframing things is so simple. It could
Mm-hmm.
be just how you're looking at something and you reframe it. They use in NLP, you use visuals a lot. So when you
Mm-hmm.
say reframe, you think of a frame,
Mm-hmm.
and they you something that you having a hard time with, You just simply reframe it, and all of a sudden it's gone. It's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big tool in NLP or even hypnosis.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so there's great tools. Embedded commands are good in hypnotic suggestions
Mm-hmm.
because Dr. Erickson, which is the model we use, was a renowned, famous hypnotist, and he passed in I don't know if it was the 80s, but anyway, that's the model we use, Ericksonian hypnosis. He was brilliant at embedded commands,
Mm-hmm.
and you wouldn't the patient. He was actually a medical hypnotist, so the
Mm-hmm.
patient wouldn't even know what he was talking about. They wouldn't even know that it'd come out oblivious as to what had happened, but they'd
Mm-hmm.
be changed. So yeah, embedded commands are very useful in hypnosis,
Mm-hmm.
or to get even in a conversation where you can, for again politicians or commercials, or to get you to take action
Mm-hmm.
by embedded the commands within a
Mm-hmm.
sentence or a conversation or a book.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
yeah, yeah, you'll be pretty much surprised as to how much you didn't know
Uh-huh.
and
Right.
now
So
would become aware of.
yes. So yeah, so the whole, I mean, again, I'm actually showing your website right now, which is internet ssinternationalbooks.com. So the whole theme here is actually to let people know that we, the people, can win back our democracy. We can make a better informed decision by knowing what to look out for, and by knowing how to discern between what's true and what's not, right? So
Exactly.
that's the whole idea about it. And we're just at this point of time where it is pretty intense with the political campaigns going on. So we are hoping that people are able to make informed decision. People are able to raise their awareness, level of awareness about what's going on right now. So with that, we are about to end the show for today. But before we end it, Sophie, do you have anything to convey to people out there, to the general public, especially on NLP, and also about what's going on in the states right now?
Well, stay calm. I tend to not get excited about things anymore. Um, that's either age or experience or NLP and other trainings I've had or experiences or journeys. But yeah, I have to say I'm more on the calmer side.
Mm-hmm.
So with all that's happening, don't just know that you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a cold, and I doctors don't. I don't leave the house, and it's okay. I clean more, and I work more on the computer, and
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah,
it's okay. It's not a
probably
big
have.
deal.
Yes, exactly. So, yes, not to forget about the pandemic that is affecting the entire world right now. So,
Right.
um, right, it's
Yes, and
terrible.
I'm very concerned about the people that are in the are the at risk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if we all send some positive energy and
Mm-hmm.
help them to stay calm and do what you can for people,
Correct.
because older people are afraid to go out, and
Mm-hmm.
especially if they're at higher risk. So if you can help your neighbor, that would be a good thing. And
Exactly.
again,
So
mhm,
while you have time right now, I think people can actually subscribe to your to your newsletter, and quickly read the first chapter, which is very very short. So they have all the time right now to actually do that. So I think this is a perfect time to actually sit back and just
exactly.
try to catch
It's
up with
read a
what.
little bit and just again be discerning, suspend your disbelief, and be and try to get some knowledge. That's it. And
Yes.
you could take it, you can leave it. You don't have to be pro or con, just take it as information,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
that you can use for your everyday life. And
Mm-hmm.
again, better, hopefully better, make it better. As again, I happen to believe I'm the luckiest person in the world because things just happen to work for me with
Uh-huh.
synchronicities. But it could also be that I've learned to remain calm even
Uh-huh.
in adversity. And even if we have, sometimes I get upset because, oh my God, I find myself struggling with technology and I get upset, but then 5 minutes
Mm-hmm.
later is fine. So
Mm-hmm.
just, it comes with practice. It comes
Uh-huh.
with investing the time in yourself,
Mm-hmm.
giving yourself a
Right.
break, that kind of thing.
Awesome.
Yes.
Right. So I'm so looking forward to the final week of our campaign next week. So I'm very excited to draw the lucky winner. We're gonna use
Right.
commentpicker.com to actually select the winner. So we still have all the time in the world right now, to enter the contest, which can be done in a very quick manner. Like you just have to spend a few seconds, probably not even a minute, so it can be done. So I'm just looking forward to more participations from general public out there. You can win a free 30 minutes online session for hypnotherapies and NLP from Kyle. So what else? What's holding you back? I mean, you have all the reasons now
This
to
is the
actually
time
join.
to do it. This
Exactly.
is the
Yes.
time to
When you
do
have.
it when tensions
Correct.
are high, everyone
Yes.
is
Correct.
upset, people
Correct.
are worried. This is the best time to take a break for you,
Correct.
give yourself a break. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. So,
Hmm.
Sophie, I will catch up with you again next week, and I hope people have actually benefited from our talk in today's episode, today's section. I will also be sending out more information through social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, Facebook. So looking forward to connect with people out there, as well. And we will catch up with Kyle as well next week. Kyle will be joining us on screen next week, right?
Thank
So we will
you,
also,
and thanks for
yes,
joining us. Yes, it's always fun.
yes, awesome. Right. So see you again next week, Sophie, and thank you for watching, people. Right. Thank you for joining us as well. So thank you, Sophie.
And it will be live, it will be on YouTube. So
Yes,
go to
correct.
YouTube, watch the Instagrams for notifications and so on. And
Exactly.
see you next week.
Right.
And
Right.
good
See
luck
you.
with drawing.
Yes. Bye bye.
Thank you.